The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year. That's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
A tough season for them to this point, and here's part of the reason why. You see the injuries have left them shorthanded in prior weeks, and that's the case again here in this one.
Brandon, great teams can overcome injuries and keep their seasons on track, but sometimes even the great teams have injuries that are just too numerous, or they affect the wrong group of guys, the guys who actually lead their ball club, and it's just tough to get past them. This team struggling with that.
So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Pulled in at the 24. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
He finds his man complete. It's Wise. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 121 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And they'll send out their punter now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Houston set to take over. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? These teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
When you look at this defense,
this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop,
touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Oilers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A throw over the middle, taken in. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. They work to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Out is is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side. Dorsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle.
Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 37-yard line.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Oilers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
18-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
11-yard line.
Second and 7.
They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 7.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. The Black Knights are getting hot at the right time as they move to 10-5 with 2 games remaining. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fielded at about the 28. Stiff-armed him. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll run on first down. Dorsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 35, here's second and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
He'll look to throw. There's a nice move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run.
And it'll be intercepted.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Shifts by him. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Houston's offense taking over again. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Mounties.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. For the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to to connect on third.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Houston's offense taking over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards to go, second down.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Sacramento first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to start this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down, Dorsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
Touchdown, Houston. How about that? Their quarterback, 32 yards. And the Oilers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
Well, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Back to throw here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, complete. That's Wise. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Mounties.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll look to throw again. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Dorsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
118 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Dorsey. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, They're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for Houston, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, it's another loss as they now fall to